Welcome back, everybody. It is the Jah Pint Show. Once again, glad to see you. Glad to have you come back.
She over here acting like it's her show. Yeah. I gotta go.
Now, he don't have no minutes, and he got the nerve to be acting like he's on the phone.
Hi, boys and girls. Have you been in your mother's pocketbook today? So what's popping?
Right. So here we go. Our first song of the day happens to be the Beastie Boys, Intergalactic.
I think that the Beastie Boys got to, really, they got to a point where they could do whatever they wanted to do.
I think that they're relying now on just the creativity of what they're able to express themselves through.
Yeah, but what was they talking about?
Themselves, as usual. Well, but you know what?
They weren't talking about nothing.
I mean, I made D-Rock, and you know what I mean? But again, but what they were doing was, and if you listen to what they were saying, they were actually going backwards to classic hip-hop, where you just talked about yourself, talked about how good you was, or what you could do and what you couldn't do and all that kind of stuff.
Every song was like that.
Right. And in Intergalactic, they're talking about it, but they're almost talking about it in almost like a futuristic kind of way, using like the whole Japan and anime thing with Godzilla and all that kind of stuff. I almost want to yell Power Rangers,
Well, I give you that, but I would say that looking at videos that those cats do, they're always like little movies.
Yes.
And them dudes are always wearing those porn mustaches, like an old porn star.
They definitely like to be creative and bring a visual to what they're doing. Even if it doesn't have anything to do with what they're doing, they still love to entertain enough
White
to wear
shoes and leisure suits.
Exactly, 70s.
They're always running up the street and
straight 70s exploitation type thing.
And that formula works for them. So
yeah.
And on the strength of videos, like I said, I don't think everybody could do that, but since it's them, I might be a little biased, but I give it to the Beasties on that one, I see somebody looking at me. Got my eye on it.
Somebody get this brother his pills, please. He is starting to bug out. Let's go to our next video, and that happens to be EPMD Symphony 2000 with Redman, Method Man, and Lady Luck.
I got one thing to say.
What?
Method Man.
You think he rocked it?
He just took the whole joint and ran with it.
I agree. He did come on.
That's when hip hop was hip hop, And
collabos were done with people that had skills and not just to do it because you trying to make a name for yourself and you're a newcomer.
Exactly.
I did like the whole concept of the video. I liked how everyone had their own feature, but they also had their own lane they traveled. Yeah. Shout out to Lady Luck.
Who is she? I knew he was going to do that. Like, she the only...
I'm saying.
Yeah,
this is a sister that's from Jersey holding her own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She holding her own.
What she doing after that?
Her thing.
What she doing after that?
She was featured on a lot of different tracks.
Did she make an album? She got a deal?
I don't know. I know she was down with EPMD and she was down with his squad and all of them.
I'm just asking. I
don't know. I know. This is in 2000. I do know that she was down with EPMD and them, and they were trying to put her out. I don't know if she actually had a full album, but I do know that she was featuring a lot of different artists around this time period, and she was able to hold her own. Even with a room full of dudes, she was able to hold her own.
In case y'all don't know, I'm sitting next to Moni like Latifah over here, and this is how it goes down.
Don't let me have to go in my pocket.
You look at his cameras.
Don't make me go into my pocket. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Next video, please. Because I can fight. I'm telling you.
Hey, ain't no problem.
This shit'll go viral.
You've been recognized. All right, so our next video is Digital Underground, the Humpty Dance.
Oh!
Humpty Dance is your chance.
Come here, fat girl. Yo, check this out. Come here, fat girl. Yeah, I caught you, fat.
Digital Underground, the Humpty Dance, because that's who I am.
You're extrapolating again.
Can you spell that?
Go ahead, you wasted it.
Okay, so Digital Underground, Humpty Dance. I like this video, like the song, and this was a time period where even still at that time period, you could see people like to go out and have a good time and dance. This is when dancing still existed. People wasn't mad. They want to go and have a good time, and they didn't have a problem with sweating, and have a problem with doing routines and looking as if they were a crew based on simultaneous movement.
This song was able to do what it did because this is not what I call dumbing down the music.
Right.
All right. This is like theater, and like to me, this is Dr. Detroit.
And it's the humor.
It's like Dr. Detroit put the music with an all-black cast. But the whole thing is, you had Public Enemy, you had X-Clan, so you had your Right On, Fight the Powers, and you had NWA, and you had all of that. But now, when this came out, that was a time when you had your A&R, and we paid attention to what we was doing. Okay, when are we gonna drop this? They dropped this in the summer. It came out in the same summer. There's 911 as a joke, and those two cuts just like took over the airwaves. So what you think about that video?
I dug it. I loved it. I like it all the time. Again, it's
colors.
a classic song. You can always play it and watch it all the time.
It's the color, it's the theater, it's the comedy, So we rocking with that.
That concludes the installation of this installation of the Jah Pint show.
We gonna do part 2. Pint gonna sing, and I'm gonna boo.
I can sing my song.
Hit it, Pint.
J A N D
Boo, nigga.
P I N T.
Yo, we love y'all. Peace.
Peace.